Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Babs, and I want to take you through this exciting conversation on how you can get your bone back in 60 days. And these are proven methods, tried and tested, and so many women have gone through this experience. And I know it will be an exciting journey for you. If this is our first time to meet, you'll just get to know me in a short while. And so, one of the questions I love asking my clients is, where did your confidence go? And why? It's because everyone was born confident. I mean, we are the children, that probably were not even planned, not a planned conception. We were oops babies. Some of us even rape babies, unfortunately. And then we just showed up. You kept on bulging in your mother's stomach confidently. You ushered yourself out, regardless of whether you're born through cesarean section or the other way. You were a confident child. You used to cry for whatever you wanted when you were young. Do you remember that? And we were confident. So where did that confident person go? Where did that confident child go? And that is our conversation as we think about how do you get back to that place of confidence and self-belief and purpose clarity in the next 60 days. These are the 6 places we shall be exploring, actually 5. There are more than this. Yeah, we'll just keep on having conversations on different areas. But one of the places that we will be exploring is your upbringing. And why? Because the process of socialization, what we were told about ourselves, what we saw about the world, what probably we experienced growing up, that was one of the things that chipped away confidence as we look back. And as you look back into your life, just the way I would look back to mine, there are so many incidences that you can remember in your upbringing that made you feel less, that made you feel not enough. And upbringing was one of the most powerful places that we need to probably dissociate ourselves from so that we can start winning again. The other thing is self-image, just the way I see myself, how I see myself in terms of my body image, in terms of who I am, in terms of what I was input, even growing up, in terms of defining myself. Who are you? And that is one of the questions you shall also be answering. Who are you? And who you are, how does it impact your world? How does it impact your worldview? How does it affect the results and the outcomes of your life? And the next thing is self-talk. Yeah, what I've been telling myself, about other people, about life, that conversation that you have in your head, each one of us usually has this conversation where you're the chairperson, you're the treasurer, you're taking minutes, and you're just having conversations with yourself. And that is where self-talk happens. And sometimes your self-talk can actually be a confidence drainer. Because if you keep on telling yourself consistently negative things, then you start manifesting negative results. The other thing is self-sabotage. Of course, when I keep on telling myself negative things, with time I start doing on manifesting negative things. And self-sabotage is sometimes I know what I'm supposed to do to even pick myself and get out of that place of self-doubt, that place of fear, but I keep on acting in the opposite way. I tell myself one thing, but I do another thing. And that is self-sabotage. We just stand on our way to the place of success, to the place of fulfillment, to the place of purpose clarity, to the place of a confident life. And the other thing is unhealed traumas. So many things have happened to you in your course of growing up. Everybody is dealing with a trauma. It's just some of us have more intense traumas than others, but everybody is dealing with something. And so, in terms of confidence, those unhealed traumas keep on getting triggered as we move on with life, as we meet people who remind us of our past situations that evoke the same emotions we experienced when we were growing up, and probably we never got a chance to debrief from it. And so unhealed traumas can actually be confidence fizzlers as well. Because when I'm stepping out in confidence, those are the things that keep on pulling me back. And so let's keep going. What has lack of confidence costed you? And I love calling it unconfidence. Because like I said, everyone was born confident, and then we lost confidence along the way. And so looking back, what has it costed you in terms of relationships, in terms of opportunities, in terms of productivity, in terms of all the possibilities of what you can become and what you can do? What has lack of confidence costed you? And everybody must be able to look back and just assess, like a profit and loss account, just trying to balance my books. When I was confident, who was I? What did I achieve? And when I was not confident, what happened? What were my losses? It's very important to assess this. And this is our confidence roadmap. because we shall be taking a journey together, a long journey of just 60 days for you to get your bold back. And we shall be looking at where you are and possibilities of where you can be. And then I'll be showing you how I can support you to come to that place that you desire and deserve. And of course, I'll be giving you irresistible offers for just logging into this, and just coming to check out what's happening and get your bold back in 60 days. And so we keep going. What are the areas we shall be focusing on? These are the 3 areas that I am big on. These are the 3 areas that are my life experience and also my coaching specialty. Number 1 is helping people with purpose clarity. And so we shall be focusing a lot on that in our journey together. The other thing is inner wholeness. Just make sure that confidence is coming from within, not just something that I'm trying to mask from without. And so what are some of the things I need to dig up within myself that are probably the underlying issues that hinders confidence from flowing in my life, from going out there and getting it done and making bold moves? So we're going to focus on inner wholeness and how you can achieve that space and some of the things you can consider. And of course, number 3 is unapologetic confidence. You know what? Life happened. You are where you are. We cannot change our past. We can only make of it where we are and with what we have. And so unapologetic confidence is actually living unapologetically, where I say, yeah, it is what it is, but it doesn't hinder me from coming to this excellent place. And so this will be the 3 areas we shall be focusing on in our journey together. And what are the 3 massive elevators that we shall be using to get you from the place of unconfidence to the place of reconfidence? We shall be exploring purpose confidence in depth, because your core of existence is something that you need to make peace with and settle and be able to understand it so that you can be able to flow into confidence, and everything that you're doing becomes more impactful when purpose clarity is in space. And then the other thing is self-confidence. We just look at your space and look at where the confidence go, and just trying to configure different things that will help us come to that place. And of course, the other thing is spiritual confidence. And why? Because statistically, over 75% of women in Africa have gone through spiritual abuse. And this is a place we want to still explore and come back to it in a functional way and just explore it and looking at what does it mean for you and why. It's because every one of us has that space, that God-shaped vacuum in our lives that we need to keep on exploring, and just making something out of it. And so we shall be exploring this, and our program is very centered around this, to just make it a spiritual experience as much as it's a self-awareness and a coaching experience. We also want you to experience something deeper in your life. And then these are the 6 purpose pains that I want us to think about, especially the fact that purpose, and self-confidence and spiritual confidence should build up in this. And why? It's because all of us are looking forward to achieve something amazing in our lives. You're looking forward to make your life count. You want to make a difference. You want to change the world. Every one of us, each one of us has that innate feeling, that innate desire to do something more than just ourselves. And I usually say that purpose is not a place we come to. Purpose is something we already have. And so I want you to picture this, that you're walking through a forest and you're lost. You're not sure which way to go, or maybe you're in an ocean sailing and then you've lost a sense of direction. There's just masses and masses of waters in front of you, and you're not sure whether you're making progress, whether you're going back, whether you're getting more lost. And then also picture yourself in a desert. You can only see sand and more sand in front of you. You're not sure whether you're making it or you're losing it. It feels confused, huh? I don't know whether you feel confused and lost like a wolf. By the way, I'm this person who gets a bit frustrated when I'm losing direction. Yeah, I'll just keep on going on Google Maps. I'll keep on probably even stopping to ask people. And we are not guaranteed that we will not ever feel lost in our lives. There'll be forests in life, there'll be oceans, there'll be deserts, and things are not predictable. And we will feel confused and lost every now and then. And that is why purpose is not a destination. Purpose is actually something I have. And guess what that is? Yes, it's a compass. Purpose is a compass. And once I have this compass, it means that no matter where I get lost, I'll always know how to figure it out. It's just having a GPS, having Google Maps, that wherever I am, I'll always be bold that all these are pinned locations, and purpose is able to help me find myself in that space. And when you have purpose clarity, I actually think about myself and I just imagine, just coming to this place of clarity. I can live anywhere in the world, and probably I can work with anybody because I've already figured out my core. And that is something that I desire to take you through, to help you, to journey with you, to guide you, to coach you so that you can come to that place of clarity. And the places that you shall be leveraging on when you think about the 6 purpose pains is number 1, your story. How is your story one of the core things that you can use to leverage on your purpose? And number 2 is your assets, to just realize you're not tabula rasa. There's so many things that are already working for you, something that are in you, and we shall be unpacking those, just bringing out the exciting things that are already showing how you are shaped for your purpose. And the next thing is motivation. Yeah, how do you keep yourself in this bar of performance and productivity, even sometimes when you have those low seasons? And this is also sharing experiences in terms of what have I done to just stay motivated. I started out into coaching and mentorship in 2016. And so this being 2021, these are how many years? They're 14. They're 14 years ago. And what has kept me just going and just going and just going and just going? What has kept me motivated all these years? To just keep on doing it and coming back at it for almost 15 years now. Motivation is very powerful because it keeps you on track. Purpose clarity is not enough. And I find people who think, one day when I figure it out, purpose, and I'm in that place, then I'll never need to struggle with motivation. Yeah, you'll actually learn in our progress together that motivation is actually something that you just keep on working on. When you're in the forest, the motivation you need in the desert and the oceans will always be different. And then the other thing is placement. That is also another struggle. Like, am I in the right place? Am I doing the right thing? And those are the things we shall be assessing so that it can help you with purpose alignment, for you to be aligned in your right place so that you're able to function optimally and also most impactfully. Which brings us to the next thing, impact. That is the other pain. Is my life really making ripples? Am I making a difference? And many of my clients are always concerned about impact, because it doesn't matter how much money you're making, probably the profile of the career you have, if it doesn't make a difference from your eye view, then it means there's a problem. And then we need to explore that space. And of course, legacy. Whatever I'm doing today, how can the impact make ripples even when I'm gone? And legacy has to do with generations to come. And for you to position everything you're doing in terms of purpose to end up there. And to position yourself also, because there's no purpose without you. And so we need to bring you back into this conversation in terms of self-confidence, in terms of self-awareness. Those are places we shall also be unpacking. And then, of course, spiritual confidence, for me to just know that, this is more than myself. There's more out there. There's God who is the center of everything I'm doing, and probably the energy behind everything I'm doing, and probably the motivation behind everything I'm doing. And this is also something exciting we should just be finding spaces in, because legacy is thinking of myself as someone who is here, having received a baton to run, the way you do the relays, you're given the baton, and then once you finish your stretch, you give to the next person and the next person and the next person. And I believe that is how it has been in generations. And so when I see the bigger picture of me being part of the relay that God had set up from the foundations of the world, it's really, really mind-blowing for you to just see how I am right now, the person with the baton, and how do I pass it on and pass it on and pass it on to just ensure that my generations are also intentional and coming from this place of purpose in everything they do. And so what will confident feel like for you? Number 1 is the compass. I've mentioned about compass in your hand, so that it doesn't matter whether you'll ever feel lost. You'll always be confident that you're able to find your way out. And why? It's because you cannot be coached forever. You can't go for therapy forever. You cannot have trainings forever. Sometimes you'll just need to use what you already have to create spaces that you need. And that is how you know you're confident. The other thing is clarity, just in your mind, and for things to start feeling like things are falling into place. It's like just figuring out this jigsaw puzzle and Lego, and everything is starting to make sense. That kind of excitement is what I'm talking about in clarity. And then self-assurance. Yeah, for you to just be sure of yourself that everything you're doing is ending up somewhere and it's making ripples and you're an impactful person, and every little interaction leads to something bigger. You're able to see the big picture of your life, and self-assurance gives you that confidence that everything is right, and even if it's not, everything will be all right. Everything will be all right. This is an excerpt from my book, reconfidence, and this is page 13. And this thought really, sometimes I read my book. These are some of the things that still blow up my mind. Reconfidence is not about trying to go back to your old self. That person no longer exists. Reconfidence is actually the process of patiently and persistently, I should have put those out in bold, creating the new person you desire and deserve to become. And I believe this with all my heart. Reconfidence doesn't mean that I go back to because I'll never go back to my childhood. It's not about going back to the child, and it's not about probably trying to figure out how I was doing things back then, because that person did not have the experience of this person I am. And so I'm working on a new self. I'm actually building a new self. I'm building it from the scratch. And of course, using the innocence and the resources of my younger self and the wisdom of my older self to build this space that is confidence now. And so this process will also be able to guide you to come into that place. And have some good news for you. You can get your bold back in 60 days. How exciting, how more exciting can that get? And Reconfidence, first of all, is about putting a book in your hand, the amazing book I've written with chapters and chapters that will just keep on unpacking those three spaces: self-confidence, purpose confidence, spiritual confidence, for you to just get into that space and to start your self-paced journey to get your ball back. And why? It's because even after the 2 months, 60 days, and you're done with this program, you have like a reference, you have like a manual to keep on going back to reference. It's like when you go to driving school and you get that handbook, whenever you forget the rules, just dig in there and you'll know what to do. And then it's also a coaching journey: purpose, clarity, self-awareness, spiritual renewal, that will powerfully transform your life in 2 months. Yes, 2 months. We've actually done this before, and it's really, really, really powerful. And then the tools and strategies are proven methods that have worked for me and thousands of my clients for the past 14 years. These tools have worked for teenagers. And so if your crisis is in teenagehood, you're able to go back there and dig it up. It's worked also for children, because when I'm dealing with teenagers, we are trying to also explore some childhood traumas and sometimes some childhood potential, because we all have default settings to some extent of how things should work. And so this has worked for the past 14 years. Thousands and thousands of clients have gone through this, and you are going to be one of them as you take this journey to get your ball back in 60 days. And what is this not? Yeah, because I need to make the disclaimer right now. This is not a motivational or feel-good emotional whim kind of a program. I know there are many programs out there which are motivational, make you feel good. This is not one of them. And also, this is not lecture, with tons of notes and links. Go and download this and download this. That will end you up, trying to catch up breathlessly on the progress of what we are doing. This is actually a journey. And this is not also a passive hangout. I don't do the work, you actually do the work. And I coach you to play the game with proved winning methods. Because when you win this one, it means that you will win all the others. One day when you're in the forest, when you're in the desert, when you're in the oceans, you'll apply the same principles and win. And so this is about you. It's not a passive hangout where you come and sit and Pops is doing all the talking and all the work and everything. This is actually an active hangout, where we get to have fun together, get on the field. They're cheering you on so that you can get it done. And why is this for you? Why this is for you? Why is this for you? Maybe you may be wondering, perhaps, are you sure this is something I'm interested in? Yeah, you can see that desert background over there. Yeah, it's beautiful. And probably you're feeling like, I'm not sure this is for me yet. Well, let me keep on helping you unpack this and probably help you understand whether this is for you, because this journey is about you. So what you can see on the screen is myself on the before and myself when I figured it out. And this is my story. I was a child who was labeled and shamed because of my personality. I was this loud child, and I was nicknamed when I was growing up and shamed for being too talkative. I remember my dad will always tell me, and when you go there, please just be visible, not audible. And I used to be an audible child. I wanted to really tell people what I think, tell them what I know. I was excited about sharing. I was this extroverted child. But then how it came off for the people who are around me, it looked like a negative thing. And so I was shut down. And of course, I also went through a lot of verbal abuse as a child. And this is a space we shall also be unpacking together during the program. And also, I was a below average performer. I mean, I was just there. I was just an average student, and actually below average most of the times. And how was I able to pick myself up to come to a place of confidence and self-belief, regardless of my performance? We are going to get there together. And of course, I was a depressive and suicidal teenager. And so if probably there's a space you're struggling with, able to shed some light on it and to just share our journeys together. And then I was also going through a lot of purpose confusion after high school. I didn't know what I wanted to do, ended up doing the wrong career, and it's really costed me to reroute back. And so I'm happy to journey with people and to just help them show them the methods that help me get there rapidly and quickly, and the turns and the risks I had to make to get there. And then also I spent 7 years seeking for direction to just know where do I want to go. It took 7 years to reroute, and also another 16 years to continue journeying to clarity and confidence. So it was progressively 7 and then keep building up. By the time I'm coming to this place and I'm confident, it's 16 years. And so you don't have to take this long. That is why I'm your coach, to just help you play faster and get there sooner, and probably get there more confidently than I did, because there was a lot of self-doubt, there was a lot of fear, there was a lot of laxity sometimes, there was a lot of self-sabotage that probably delayed my journey more than it should have. And I'm so glad that this is my story, because it doesn't have to be your story. And so what is next? So right now, this is my calling. I'm a mentor for all those years since 2006. I'm also a psychologist. Yeah, having done my degree on that, I'm a confidence coach who has been certified. I'm also an author of a very powerful book called Reconfidence that you're definitely going to get into your hands if you're joining this program. And also, I am a family and community enthusiast. I'm passionate about families. I'm passionate about communities that they will become whole and functional. And I'm passionate also to just see my daughter, who is 7 years now, becoming a confident woman, the version that I never was, and also to see other children build that confidence, to see my son become a confident man and marry a confident woman. Because by the end of the day, it's also about who we raise. As we build our own confidence, it's a ripple of sharing the vibe and the energy with those people who are around us. And what inspires me to become a better person, to work harder, and to make a lot of difference, it's because I've seen it work. Over 5,000 teens in 14 years, and close to 700 women who've done my programs, attended my conferences and events for the past 5 years, and close to 250 mentors, people that have been training and taking through programs so that they can be able to mentor children confidently and inspire children and make a difference in the lives of children. This is for the past 3 years. And of course, close to 400 parents in 3 years that have gone through this program, because after we think about confidence, we think about the next generation, we have to invite mentors and parents to the table. And of course, you for being here. You're also what inspires me to be a better person, to work harder and make a lot of difference. And those are the 3 areas I'm passionate about. You can see it from the photo, about wholeness, about purpose, and about confidence. And where do I come in all this? This is probably just in a nutshell what I do. Number one is free online events. So you'll be getting to receive alerts on our Zoom forums and webinars that we hold monthly, and other periodic kind of events. And so that is where I come in. And where else do I come in? One-on-one coaching, intense coaching sessions that will be centered around your strengths and driven by your goals. Yeah, when you meet for coaching sessions, me and you, it's about you. It's about where you want to go. It's about who you want to become. And I'm very excited to meet my clients and just, see the amazement in their faces, and probably in their lives later manifesting when they discover how powerful they already are, even as they come for coaching. And then the other thing is the confidence book. I've already mentioned this, the powerful book I've done that will help you on your self-paced journey to become more confident and also to become more impactful in your existence. And then where do I also come in? We'll be having amazing retreats and conferences. Some of them have been happening already, and these are getaways. Sometimes we go out and sleep out and just have amazing times together. And some of them are also day events, so we just get to hang out a whole day or a half day and just have exciting conversations. And then the other thing is Reconfidence Masterclass. Living by the book for confidence. And this makeover happens in 6 months, 12 sessions, and 3 getaway retreats. You'll be hearing more details about this later. And then, of course, there is the Woman Arise coaching, which is the value that I'm offering today. This is the highlight. This is actually our best-selling program over the past 5 years. And this is an intense group coaching, journey on self-awareness, purpose, clarity that happens in 2 months. And at the end, we still go away for 2 days, retreat to just have fun, to do life together and to just have deep conversations. And of course, more coaching tools and more coaching experiences, which will be very exciting for you. So what is the value proposition for this program? It's first of all, bold moves towards purpose, clarity. And actually, there's a question mark there. Do you feel like you have bold moves towards your purpose, clarity? Are you making bold moves? Do you have purpose, clarity? And the other thing is for you to monetize your personal value to you. So start looking around yourself as a resourceful person and ask yourself, how can I be paid for who I am? You know what? Because everybody needs to leverage on their personal value. And the other thing is for you to become more intentional about impactful living and legacy building, so that everything you're doing is rippling. It's rippling. Every day you wake up, conversations you have, things you do, whether it's your business, whether it's your your profession, whether it's you going out there in your vocation and ministry and free things you volunteer in to change your world, everything becomes impactful and legacy building. And of course, it will help you keep up and work up and keep up your confidence. We want you to work up your confidence to the level that you desire and deserve, and then also keep it up there. And then, of course, signature tools and strategies that I've worked with my clients for the past 14 years. Yeah, these are signature tools I'll be sharing. Some of them I've not shared anywhere. We shall be unpacking them together. I'll be sharing my stories, and of course, also sharing some of the methods that have worked, proven, tested, for all the women who've gone through our program over all those years. And what will be the outcome? Your ideal self. Yes, that is what we are aiming to build up. So this is you with more certainty and productivity in all areas of your life. And this is also you getting to do what you love the most and transforming lives. This is also you turning your past into a launching pad for your future. This is you starting to boldly and joyfully go after your dreams and life goals. And this is also you leveraging on holistic living and experience 360 degrees fulfillment. This is also you impacted your networks with your new self, inspired them to reach out and gladly holding their hands and show them the way, because you are a pro now. And this is also you living profitably, abundantly, fulfilled, peaceful every day in every way. And this is a beautiful picture. And guess what? This can be your reality. This can be your reality. This ideal self, it exists in you. Just with some bit of help and guidance, you're able to come into this powerful space. And I'm going to offer you this special, amazing opportunity that you will never get anywhere else. Number one, you get the Confidence book copy for free. And also you get a subscription to my exclusive events alert. You will know everything that I'm doing, and everywhere that I am, if I have engagements and events that I'm doing in other places, so that you can jump in. And of course, you also get regular coaching content to just bolden your life, because boldness and confidence is a journey. You didn't get there in one day. You don't get out of it in one day. And then, of course, crazy once in a lifetime discount on the Woman Arise coaching program, which will be the jumpstart to confidence. You'll just notice a 70% change. All the women who've done our program, when you're going for the retreat and you're doing a review, there's a 70% progress. You make that 360 degrees turn, and then the 30 you keep on working at it. And what is in this for you? Finally, you will sense a purposeful life with each day, and all you do starting to count. Every day will just start to feel like it's making a lot of sense, and your life is more purposeful. You're feeling more fulfilled, and the other thing is factorial impact. And what does that mean? It's because you'll need to also make lemonades from all the lemons that you've handled in your life, including your past, including your present, including your setbacks, including your confusion, your failure, your fears. And then guess what? You'll also start selling your special recipe. After you figured it out, you package it nicely and take it out to the world. Whether it's business failure, and then you're showing people how to thrive, whether it's career loss, all those turns in the forest and in the desert that didn't make sense. And then one day that becomes a roadmap for someone else. And it's very, 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 very powerful to realize how much factorial impact can change other people's lives when you figured out things and then now you're guiding other people and journeying with them through it. Very powerful. And then the other thing is freedom. There's freedom in this for you from self-limiting beliefs, from self-limiting thoughts, from self-limiting emotions, self-limiting attitudes, and self-limiting decisions. You will stop sabotaging yourself and just start going at it with all your might and strength. And then, of course, you'll get your ball back, start to live unapologetically. And you're like, you know what? Yes, it happened. I have a t-shirt to show for it, but it doesn't stop me from going to the excellent place that I know I deserve. Wow. And this is the Woman Arise one-off deal finally. We get to hold hands together and journey together in this. And we're going to have 8 group sessions plus assessments. You shall take a lot of assessments, and that will just help you unpack yourself. It will be a very personalized journey. It's like being in a class with all these people, but at the same time, you are the only one. I don't know whether that makes sense, but it does make a lot of sense for me when I have something that helps me think about my life, reflect, and keep on journeying and making progress. And normally these 8 group sessions will cost you 48,000. And then we'll have 2 retreats, which are worth 10,000, because for our retreats, one day is around 5,000. And then 2 personal coaching sessions that are worth 12,000. Yeah, because for you to get to me and we have this conversation sitting down and chatting about you, I charge 6,000 per session. And I believe I'm one of the fairest coaches in the world. And why? It's because I want to make my programs and my products and my services as accessible as I can to anyone who desires and deserves to see change in their life. And so the package value of Woman Arise program is 70,000. That is $700. That is the value of our program. And what is the special offer? This will blow your mind off. That the Woman Arise is actually giving you a special offer that is even below 50%. And we are charging 30,000. 30,000. And guess what? I've not even finished unpacking the goodies in the bag, because you're also entitled to 15% for one-off payment, where you get to pay 25,500 Kenya shillings only. This is around $255. That is, if you make a one-off payment and you join this class that is launching out, season 13 will be launching out on 31st July. And that will be from 7 to 9 a.m. These are beautiful ladies that did the program. Yeah, I'm there with the, is it orange dress? Yeah, that earthen color. And we were journeying together with these ladies, and this was one of the conferences, and they were actually serving the conference with those beautiful flowers. And so Woman Arise is offering you this opportunity to be part of this amazing community of women who know who they are, and women who are going after their purpose confidently, and women who are living unapologetically, and women who are experiencing the inner glow that is the reflection on our faces is just the ice on the cake, but the cake is already there. And so we shall be launching our season 13 on 31st of July from 7 to 9 a.m. And this will be online on Zoom. Like, you don't have to wake up early. You can just wake up a few minutes and join in. If you need to go back and sleep, feel free. We want to make this as convenient and as accessible to you as we can. And what are the women saying? The ones who've done our program. Yeah, this is Anne Kimonto. She used to travel all the way from Voi. And she says, with a realistic approach to coaching, she inspires women to look at themselves from God's eyes. What does God say about me, regardless of what life, tradition, people, and circumstances say about me? Yes, you get to live unapologetically, like I said. And then Lucy Nyambu says, therapy based on truths of God. Yeah, because that is the foundation of everything and everywhere we'll ever go and whoever will ever become. And then Joy said this statement that I really find profound. I see a future me in you, fearless, bold, confident, and apologetically comfortable in the space God has me. And go for it, Joyce. She's another bold girl. There is a woman on the rise. And then we also have done retreats. Yeah, and this particular retreat that was very impactful was Healing My Inner Child retreat. And these are the reviews that the ladies shared from the experience. It was actually online. We've also done in person in terms of just having spaces where we hold healing for women, especially to heal from childhood traumas. And Joy W said, I'm more connected to my inner child. Cutting the cords from my mother was very powerful. Forgiving my mother and my grandmothers, and also understanding where they were coming from and appreciating them more. That was profound. And then Jen K, seeing my mother, my grandmother, and my great grandmother as little girls going through their tough times was very powerful for me. It made me realize that what we or I am going through is generational, like you said, did not start with me, so I should not hold myself responsible for it. However, I need my mother to mother my inner child because she missed that. She cried out for a mother who was so long gone, and all the while the Lord wanted me to be the mother that she longed for. This will remain with me for long. And then Vero B, just giving myself what I lacked felt quite liberating, and I no longer have to hold it on my mom. Today, I appreciate my mom more than when I was a child because of my own experience as a mom, and I thank God for helping me mother my children with a little more compassion, though I'm still work in progress. I'm feeling warm, lovely, loving, liberated, and happy. And guess what? This could be your story. Because you just kept to unpack things and come to the next level of who you really are. And I want you to go ahead and redeem your offer right now. Woman Arise Season 13, the registration is already open. I don't want you to be left out. And I must say this at this point, our classes are usually small. Yeah, we just have small because we want intimate places. So our class will have 10 people. And you need to grab your chance as soon as you can because guess what? This offer is limited. And I want you to take your phone right now and just WhatsApp to this number. This is my number. WhatsApp to me, Arise, 0725 7204338833. Yeah, just send the word Arise as an indication that you want to be here. You want this reservation. You want to make this bold move in your life. You want to start living unapologetically. You want to go after your dreams. You want to get into purpose clarity, and you want inner wholeness. Yeah, just SMS, or you can also text or WhatsApp Arise to this number that is on your screen. Go ahead and do that right now. And this is totally risk-free. I'm so confident about the transformation that this program brings into your life and into all the women that I've seen. Even as I'm talking right now, I can just picture so many women who've gone through this program with exciting experiences and testimonials that were mind-blowing and 360 transformation, 360 degrees, from south to the other side. And we promise you 100% refund. If you attend the program, you come to our sessions for 2 sessions and you're like, I don't think this is a good fit for me. It's very unlikely, but we also want to give you this guarantee. Within 14 days, when you attend the first session and the second session, and you feel that this program is not a good fit for you, after attending these 2 first sessions, we are happy to give you a refund. And then the other thing is massive wins, massive wins that you are getting into when you're joining this program: purpose clarity, emotional wellness, unapologetic confidence. These are massive wins that every woman needs in their life to just know that, I am sure of where I'm going. I feel great and I'm happy with how I feel about my life, how I feel about my environment and my emotions. And then I'm also unapologetically living my life and doing me. The YOLO principle, you only live once. And so unapologetic confidence for me to just go at life boldly, to not allow anybody or anything to limit me, whether it's from the past or the present, for you to just go at it. Sorry, it's a bit noisy. Again. Sorry about that. And then the other Woman Arise special offer, I've already said this is 30,000, 15% off for one-off payment for you to get into this place. You pay 25,500, and we have various payment plans in case you prefer to go. The special offer. Hi, Mama Collins. Sorry, guys, I'm telling Mama Collins. Oh, Mama Collins, that's noisy. Yeah, because I want us to have this conversation quietly. She didn't know I was here. Yeah, and of course, I really love her. All right. And so Woman Arise, the special offer we are offering this season is 30,000 for just 30,000. And if you pay one off, you get 15% off and you just get to pay 25,500. And this includes attending all these sessions online, doing all the assignments and evaluations, having 2 free coaching sessions with me, and going for the Getaway Retreat, which is an amazing place, just an amazing time together, good food, good sleep, fun games, intense coaching, just pairing and having conversations. It will be very exciting for you. And so we have various payment plans. We prefer to pay pole pole. Yeah, that means paying slowly. We are also mindful of you and we want to make this accessible to you. And of course, the season 13 launch will be on 31st July. This is 7 to 9 a.m. And so you just attend that session, no obligation, no strings attached. You'll just need to show up. And so text Arise now to 0725 20 yeah, plus 254 720 43333. That is all you need to do to sign up for this exciting experience, for you to just get into this space and start your own journey. And that day it's risk-free. Just come, no commitment. Just book your slot and show up, and we'll just get to journey together and you get to gain this exposure to our program for free, risk-free. Just come and experience it and then see whether this is the journey you would want to take. We are very excited to offer you that chance. And then this is my disclaimer as I bring this to a close. This offer is valid until 31st of July. So after 31st of July, we don't have the offer for 30,000. The program goes back to 70,000. We don't have the offer for you for the one-off where you get to pay 25,500. If you're taking this bold move, you'll need to take it now, because by 31st July, this offer will no longer be on the table. So that will be the last day where you come to the class, you get to experience it, and you need to make your decision then. After that, we go back to 70,000, and then you can still make a plan of how you'll want to make that payment. And once in a lifetime offer is like this, you don't want to resist it, you don't want to leave it, you don't want this to pass you by, because these are offers that come for transformation, for change, for bold moves, for you to make your 2021 count and for you to take it to the next level. This is something you do not want to miss out on. And so I encourage you to sign up. And so nice to meet you. As I bring this to a wrap, my name is Papso Onyuki, and I'm a certified life coach. I'm a psychologist. I'm also a millennials mentor. And my whole life mission is to inspire people to create the life they desire and deserve. And I am also your go-to coach. If you're in this place where you're in the quest for purpose, clarity, emotional restoration, and confidence boost, I am so happy to come on your path, just journey with you along these places from my own experience, from amazing tools and strategies I've developed and built up over the 14 years. And I run a variety of coaching outfits to nurture intentionality and confidence. I'm also the founder of Woman Arise and the author of the Reconfidence book, which is just about get your bold back. And these principles that I'm going to share in this program, they're actually built around the program. The book is actually built from the program. In a way, get your ball back is what we do in Woman Arise. And I am on socials, and I'm happy to follow you back. And so look out for Coach Papso Onyuki on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. Also check out my YouTube channel for inspiring content. The link is there. You can also go and just look at Confidence with Paps, which is my YouTube channel. And I am so glad we are connected. And thank you so much for coming out here and just taking your time to listen to this. And I hope that you will take the bold move, just change your life now, because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And I'm looking forward to see you on 31st July. And I'm also looking forward to see you for the many, many, many